Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to the video lesson. I'm Shweta Gupta, your maths teacher, and today I'm going to teach you exercise 8A of lesson number 8 of your maths book. And the topic of the lesson is more on fractions. And in this exercise, that is exercise 8A, we are going to learn the multiplication of a fraction by a whole number. So let's get started. Now children, in exercise 8A, we will be doing the multiplication of a fraction by a whole number. So children, what is multiplication? Well, we all know that multiplication is repeated addition. The repeated addition of a fraction a number of times is the same as the multiplication of the fraction by a whole number. Okay, that is by the number of times a fraction is added. For example, when we add 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, it is equal to 3 by 4, right? Or we can say that 3 times 1 by 4 is equal to 3 by 4, right? Because we are adding 1 by 4 3 times, right? So, or we can say 3 multiplied by 1 by 4, which is a fraction, is equal to 3 multiplied by 1 upon 4, which is equal to 3 by 4. This way, we can say that the repeated addition of a fraction a number of times is the same as the multiplication of the fraction by a whole number. Now children, let us understand or let us learn the steps for multiplying a fraction by a whole number. Multiply the numerator by the whole number. This is the first step. Write the product in lowest terms. If it is an improper fraction, then change to mixed fraction. Now children, let's come to exercise 8A and let's do the first question of this exercise. We will do question number 1, A part. So in question number 1, A part, what is there? Well, in A part, we have to add this fraction, which is 1 by 7 plus 1 by 7 plus 1 by 7 plus 1 by 7 plus 1 by 7 is equal to how much? Now, as you know that we are adding 1 by 7 5 times. So, what we will do? We will multiply 1 by 7 by 5 and we get 5 by 7 as our answer. Now, let's move to the next part of this question number 1, which is D part. Here, what we have to do? 4 times 1 by 5 is equal to how much? Well, 4 times 1 by 5 means 4 multiplied by 1 by 5, which is equal to 4 by 5. Okay, children. So now, children, let's move to E part of question number 1. So children, in E part, what we are supposed to do? Well, 9 times 2 1 by 10 is equal to how much? So, 9 times 2 1 by 10 means 9 multiplied by 21 by 10. 21 by 10 because 2 1 by 10 is a mixed fraction. So, we will change it into improper fraction which is equal to 21 by 10. So, 9 multiplied by 21 by 10 is equal to 9 multiplied by 21 in the numerator upon 10, which in turn is equal to 189 upon 10. And this is our final answer. Now children, Let's move to the next question, which is question number 2, C part. So here you have to multiply 10 by 4 by 15. So 10 is a whole number and 4 by 15 is a fraction. So we are multiplying a fraction by a whole number. So let's see how we will do. 10 by 4 by 5, 4 by 15 is equal to 10 multiplied by 4 in the numerator and 15 in the denominator. In the next step, we are going to multiply the numerator, but before multiplying the numerator, we will see whether we can reduce this fraction. So yes, we can reduce the fraction. We can reduce the fraction by dividing 10 in the numerator and 15 in the denominator by common number 5. So when we divide 10 by 5, we get 2, and when we divide 15 by 5, we get 3. So we will write here 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2 and 15 divided by 5 is equal to 3. So now what is left? In the numerator it is 2 multiplied by 4 and in the denominator it is 3. So we can say 2 multiplied by 4 upon 3. Now let us multiply the numerator, which is 2 multiplied by 4 is equal to 8. So our fraction will become 8 by 3, and 8 by 3 is an improper fraction, so we will change it into mixed fraction, which is equal to 2 by 3, and this is our final answer. Now children, let's come to the next question of this exercise, which is question number 2, D part. So here we have to multiply 18 by 5 by 24. Again children, 18 is a whole number and 5 by 24 is a fraction. So when we multiply 18 by 5 by 24, what do we get? We get 18 multiplied by 5 in the numerator and 24 in the denominator. Now children, we can reduce this fraction, and how? Well, we can divide 18 in the numerator and 24 in the denominator by common number 6. So 18 divided by 6 is equal to 3, and 24 divided by 6 is equal to 4. So now we will write the fraction as 3 multiplied by 5 in the numerator upon 4, which in turn is equal to 15 by 4, and 15 by 4 is an improper fraction, so we will change it into mixed fraction, which is equal to 3 by 4, and this is our final answer. Now children, let's come to the next question of exercise 8A, which is question number 3, C part. So here we have to multiply 7 by 40 by 8. Again 7 by 40 is a fraction and 8 is a whole number. So 7 by 40 multiplied by 8 is equal to 7 multiplied by 8 in the numerator upon 40, which is the denominator. Now children, we can divide 8 in the numerator and 40 in the denominator by common number 8. So 8 divided by 8 is equal to 1 and 40 divided by 8 is equal to 5, right? So now what is left? Well, now this fraction is equal to 7 multiplied by 1 in the numerator part upon 5, which is equal to 7 by 5. And now 7 by 5, since it is an improper fraction, so change it into mixed fraction, which is equal to 2 by 5, and this is our final answer. Now children, let's come to the next question, which is question number 3, D part. So here we have to multiply 5 by 32, which is a fraction, by 32, which is a whole number. So 5 by 32 multiplied by 32 is equal to 5 multiplied by 32 in the numerator upon 32 in the denominator. Now children, you can very well see that we can divide 32 in the numerator and 32 in the denominator by common number 32, and we get 1. 32 divided by 32 is equal to 1 in the numerator, and 32 divided by 32 is equal to 1 in the denominator. So now what is left? Well, 5 multiplied by 1 upon 1, which is equal to 5, and this is our final answer, and 5 is a whole number. Now children, let's do the C part of question number 4. Here again we have to multiply 24 by 9 upon 84. 24 is a whole number and 9 upon 84 is a fraction. So 24 multiplied by 9 upon 84 is equal to 24 multiplied by 9 in the numerator upon 84 in the denominator. Now children, you can see that we can reduce or we can divide 24 in the numerator and 84 in the denominator by common number 12. So when we divide 24 by 12, we get 2, and when we divide 84 by 12, we get 7. So 2 multiplied by 9 in the numerator upon 7 in the denominator, which is written like that: 2 multiplied by 9 upon 7, which in turn is equal to 18 by 7. And since 18 by 7 is an improper fraction, so change it into mixed fraction, which is equal to 2 4 by 7. Now children, let's come to the next question, which is question number 4, D part. So here again you have to multiply 91 by 5 by 13. So what you are going to do? Well, 91 is a whole number and 5 by 13 is a fraction. So again, in the numerator, we will write 91 multiplied by 5 upon 13 in the denominator. Now children, let's see. 91 and 13 can be divided by common number 13. So when you divide 91 by 13, you get 7, and when you divide 13 by 13, you get 1. So 91 divided by 13 is equal to 7, and 13 divided by 13 is equal to 1. So now we will write 7 multiplied by 5 in the numerator and 1 in the denominator, which is equal to 35, which is a whole number. So this is our answer. Now children, let's come to the next question, which is C part of question number 5. So here we have to multiply 53 by 112 by 32. So we will write 53 multiplied by 32 in the numerator upon 112 in the denominator. Now children, you know we can divide 32 and 112 by common number 16. So when we divide 32 by 16, we get 2, and when we divide 112 by 16, we get 7. So we are dividing, see, we have to divide by the numerator and the denominator by a common number. So in this case, in this sum, we are dividing the numerator 32 and the denominator 112 by common number 16. And what do we get? We get 32 divided by 16 is equal to 2, and 112 divided by 16 is equal to 7. Now in the next step, what we are going to write? We will write 53 multiplied by 2 upon 7, which in turn is equal to 106 upon 7. And since 106 by 7 is an improper fraction, so change it into mixed fraction, which is equal to 15 1 by 7. Now children, let's do the D part of question number 5. So here we have to multiply 10 by 21 by 105. So now what we are going to write in the next step? In the next step we will write 10 multiplied by 105 in the numerator upon 21 in the denominator. Now children, we can divide 105 in the numerator and 21 in the denominator by common number 21. So 105 divided by 21 is equal to 5 and 21 divided by 21 is equal to 1. So now what is left? 10 multiplied by 5 in the numerator and 1 in the denominator. So 10 multiplied by 5 is equal to 50 and 50 upon 1 is equal to 50, and which is your final answer. Now children, let's come to the next question, which is question number 6, C part. So here you have to multiply 21 by 100, which is a fraction, by whole number 0. So children, 21 by 100 multiplied by 0 is equal to 21 multiplied by 0 in the numerator upon 100. And as we know that whenever we multiply any number by 0, the answer is 0. So 21 multiplied by 0 is equal to 0, and in the denominator part it is 100, so 0 by 100. But when 0 is divided by any number, like in this case 0 is divided by 100, so answer will always be 0. So our answer is 0. Now let's do the next question, which is D part of question number 6. Here we have to multiply 0 by 3 by 10, which in turn is equal to 0 multiplied by 3 upon 10, and 0 multiplied by 3 in the numerator is equal to 0. So we will write 0 by 10, and 0 by 10 means 0 divided by 10, which is also equal to 0, and this is our final answer. So now children, we have come to the end of this video lesson, and now I hope that you have very well understood all the sums which were explained in this video lesson. So now let's come to the home assignment. You will do the following sums from exercise 8A in your maths homework notebook in a very neat and clean handwriting and on your own. So these are question number 1, B and C part, question number 2, A and B part, question number 3, A and B part, question number 4, A and B part, question number 5, A and B part, and question number 6, A and B part. Children, I hope you have very well enjoyed this video lesson. So, thank you my dear students. Keep watching, keep learning.